there's a need to trust yourself. There's a need to be authentic to yourself. There is a need to live in your truth and not be afraid to. Where the journey that your spirit is taking you towards, you know that you have to walk that path. You know it. Deep inside, you have that inner knowing. The external noise is what's blocking everything out. And sometimes we need to remember to ground ourselves. Remember ourselves. I know that our path is not linear. You know, there's so much ahead, there's so much available, and we just block ourselves. We box ourselves, categorize ourselves, and we're never meant to be categorized, boxed, or even to fit anyone else's standards. We're always meant to fit our own standards. You know, and sometimes when you are trying to realign and readjust to that energy of your truest self, you are at a crossroad between releasing the old version of yourself and birthing a newer version of yourselves. And just let you know that it's okay. It's okay. It's going to look chaotic, it's going to look crazy, it's going to look like everything that you thought you wanted isn't actually what you wanted. That's what it's going to look like. And then you're going to question, like, okay, was that ever the path I was supposed to take? Maybe not. Maybe this is why you're on this journey. Maybe that's why you've been taken towards this path. And remember to always listen to your intuition, listen to your higher self, to your spirit. It's important, you know. External noise can really muffle that. And we got to remember that everyone's on their own journey. So why are we going to listen to external noise? What's the point? And you know, there might not be vision from the perspective of the external noise, but there's vision in yours. So listen to yours. Why I'm talking about this, because I've gotten to a point where I'm just trusting myself and accepting all parts of me. I'm not here to showcase one version of me, because that's not who I am. I'm here to showcase all versions of me, because those versions are me. They're me. And you know, I've learned a lot of things throughout the years. I've had to heal parts, and still I'm healing certain parts of myself, but I've had to take a journey, a really lonely journey, and I had to discover a lot of ways to heal with the help of no one, unfortunately. And I think, to be honest, that's with everybody, you know. No one can tell you how to heal. I mean, people can guide you, but no one can tell you how to heal. That's something that you have to figure out yourself. And sometimes that could be the blockages in you moving forward with your plans, with your dreams, with your creativity. You know, I felt like my creativity was blocked at a certain point, where I have so much to express but can't seem to, because again, I was keeping my creativity in the shadow side of me, you know, scared to showcase it to the world, scared how other people will receive, scared how other people will respond. And then it gets to a point where you're like, why do you care so much? Why? What's the point? Who is that benefiting, them or you? Who is that boxing, them or you? Who is that categorizing, them or you? And at the end of the day, the answer is you. It's not them. So I am now coming to terms with myself as a whole, and accepting what is to come. You know, as above, so below. Like the spiritual and the physical, they are a reflection of each other. And sometimes, you know, in the physical, you're feeling this anger, this frustration, this built up resentment, and you're like, why am I feeling this way? Because my thoughts aren't matching. Why am I feeling this way? And it's because your spirit is trying to reach you. Your spirit is trying to express, but you're not letting it. So yeah, so now the direction where I'm going is I am merging all versions of me. And if you feel called to do the same, then do so. Because at the end of the day, life is meant to be lived. It's not meant to be accepted. Because what's that going to do? It's going to feed someone else's ego. It's going to feed the external noise, but not feed your internal noise. And remember as well, you blocking your creativity is blocking others from receiving. There are people out there that want to receive the messages you have to share. And that's something that I've had to come to terms with myself, where I'm realizing, like, hold on, I have so much to offer to others, more than just my fashion, because obviously I am a fashion designer, but I'm more than a fashion designer. I have so much more to offer, spiritually, physically, emotionally. I have so much to offer people, to others. And I'm like, why am I just stopping at the narrative that is easier to digest? Why am I just stopping that, making it palatable for others? But the whole purpose is that your story, your creativity, your perspective on life is going to give knowledge to another person, give knowledge to another spirit. So you have to feed all of that yourself. You have to feed your creativity, feed your perspective, feed all of that, so that you can share it onto others. But yeah, I'm just talking because that's really where, well, what I'm coming to terms with and finally accepting in myself. And from now onwards, it's not just going to be about fashion, it's going to be about spirituality, it's going to be about ancestral healing as well, internal healing, spiritual healing, physical healing, you know, finding remedies where your body can respond naturally to, and yeah, where your spirit can just breathe and you can feel like you're being heard by someone. So that is the space that I'm creating right now, and if you guys are willing to be on the journey with me, then join me. But yeah, it's not an easy road, and it never will be. There's always going to be another version of yourself that's going to be evolving. Oh, there's the crow. Confirmation. There's going to always be another version of you that's going to be birthed, and you have to embrace it with open arms and not be afraid of it, and just be like, hey, this is the new step, this is the new enlightenment, this is the new energy that I need to align with. Okay, I take it, I accept it, I walk with it. So that is just a little discussion, nothing too long, nothing too serious, but it's just something that I'm coming to terms with, and I hope it resonates with a lot of you. I do feel like a lot of people are tapping back into their creativity and tapping into a space where they can be authentically themselves. You know, everything has become copied, everything has become like a structural system. Why? Why? Because we're not all the same. We don't all dress the same, we don't all think the same, we don't all speak the same, we don't all breathe the same, live the same. Like we don't. And you know, just be you. Love yourself enough to be you. Love yourself enough to embrace yourself. Yeah. So with that being said, my loves, mwah, take care.